Marcus Rashford has confirmed he will be able to play against Sevilla next week. More positive noises have come out of Old Trafford that Marcus Rashford could be fit to play against Sevilla in the second leg of the Europa League quarter-final. As reported here last night, Ten Hag had made it known to Guardian reporter Jimmy Jackson that there was a chance the Englandman could be back in time for the game. This has now been corroborated by the Athletic's Louis Whitwell, who quotes Ten Hag directly as saying, "There is a chance, but I can't confirm it in this moment." An early return for Rashford would be a welcome boost for a Manchester United side that is currently decimated by injuries. It had looked like a groin strain, which usually involves 3 to 6 weeks out. If Rashford is back for Thursday, that will be less than 2 weeks from when he sustained the pull. This suggests a very minor muscle tear rather than any tendon damage, which is excellent news for United. With Anthony Martial coming back to full match fitness, Christian Eriksen on the comeback trail too, and Casemiro returning from suspension, the midfield and attack looks much healthier despite the mounting injury problems in defense. Rafael Varane left the field at halftime yesterday, with the manager commenting that injury he complained about it over the last couple of weeks and we have to see how it is now. Lisandro had to be carried off the field with an ankle problem, of which Ten Hag said, "I cannot tell what it is, but it's not an Achilles. I have spoken with him and he is okay and he is calm." Reports circulating around social media suggest that it's a fifth metatarsal injury, which if broken would still rule him out for the season. Such injuries normally take 6 to 8 weeks to heal. The club's Glazer family owners previously blocked Jose Mourinho's attempts to sell the forward when the former boss tried to allow Martial to leave in a move to tempt then Barcelona midfielder Ivan Rakitic to Old Trafford. Glazer stepped in and refused to greenlight the Frenchman's exit despite the clear benefits to Manchester United at that time. He even compared Martial to Brazilian icon Pelé and clearly holds him in incredibly high regard. Martial impressed in the central striking role for United in Thursday's Europa League clash against Sevilla. He played a part in each Marcel Sabitzer's goals, including a direct passing assist as he dropped deep and pressed the opposition's defense. United confirmed fans' fears on Wednesday by announcing that Marcus Rashford, who has netted 28 goals and counting this season, would be out for a few games through injury, but the impact of his absence has been lessened somewhat by Martial's return. The club are on the lookout for a central striker this summer, with Martial and Rashford the only recognized senior strikers, with Vogvegor's loan deal expiring at the end of the campaign. A return to form and fitness for Martial may curb United's summer spend on the position. With Rashford injured, it's logical to play him, Ten Hag explained ahead of Thursday's Europa League quarter-final first leg. "I think Martial is ready to play. We did his rehab really carefully and planned it a lot. He could have started against Everton, but we were patient. Is it a risk? Have you seen the last 5 seasons with injuries? I just hope for him he stays fit and that he plays some games in a row because he needs that for his confidence." Ten Hag then outlined 3 key ways in which Martial's return would benefit his side. When he is on the pitch, he will score, he will link up, he will do a good job in the press, and he is really important for us. When he is fit, he is massive for us. Martial has bagged 7 goals in 18 United appearances this campaign, but he has netted just 86 times across his 8 seasons at Old Trafford, a conversion rate which has seen him fluctuate in and out of the first team. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Romelu Lukaku, Edinson Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo have all been signed in the years since, with the quartet leaving United. Another important development in Manchester United, Erik Ten Hag agrees with Joel Glazer's transfer plan that will save Manchester United millions. Anthony Martial has returned to fitness for Manchester United after a difficult campaign marked by injuries, and Erik Ten Hag has heralded his return to selection. Erik Ten Hag has raved over the benefits of Anthony Martial's return to fitness at Manchester United, ensuring he shares the same stance on the Frenchman as club owner Joel Glazer. Our latest news is Manchester United man driving up his price with performances could be lucratively sold in summer. Since his arrival from Bayern Munich, Marcel Sabitzer has hardly put a foot wrong at Manchester United, doing the job he has been asked to do professionally. The Austrian arrived from Bavaria on loan to replace the injured Christian Eriksen, with his latest contribution being 2 goals against Sevilla in the 2-2 draw at Old Trafford on Thursday night in the Europa League. Futsal transfers in Germany look at the midfielder situation at Manchester United and explain that his performances are a boost for Bayern Munich. That's because the Red Devils have no purchase option, meaning that any transfer talks in the summer are freely negotiable. Furthermore, with displays like the one on Thursday night, Sabitzer is driving up his price, and while Bayern might have been hoping for 20 million euros in the summer, the belief is his value has definitely increased since then. Whether Manchester United would be interested in a permanent transfer remains to be seen, since there have been reports that Erik isn't thinking about it. However, if the Old Trafford residents don't come forward, there is still a strong confidence that Sabitzer could be lucratively sold elsewhere. Gravenberch would certainly be a cheaper alternative for Liverpool after they were ruled out of the races for both Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice due to the price tags attached to both players. This move would be made all the sweeter by the fact that Gravenberch has been a long-term target for Erik at Manchester United, with the midfielder himself admitting that he snubbed a move to Old Trafford last summer. Liverpool love nothing more than getting one over their biggest rivals, and bringing in Gravenberch, a player who Ten Hag adored at Ajax, would certainly bring further bragging rights to Anfield over Manchester United. Of course, it remains to be seen whether or not these meetings were fruitful, but given that contact has been initiated, this is certainly a story to keep an eye on as we head into the summer transfer window. Liverpool hold talks with dominant midfielder this week has already snubbed Manchester United's move once. Liverpool have held talks with Ryan Gravenberch about potential summer move to Anfield. According to Bild, the Reds have spoken with the 20-year-old camps this week, and more meetings are penciled in for the coming weeks. This is very interesting for a number of reasons. First and foremost, Gravenberch is a talented midfielder. The 20-year-old has been described as a dominant player in the past, and he was one of the Eredivisie's best during his time at Ajax. Meanwhile, this isn't the first time we have heard this rumor either. Last month, Jose Enrique made the bold claim that Gravenberch would be signing for Liverpool this summer on a live stream, and while those claims were dismissed by many at the time, this report makes us wonder whether or not Enrique did indeed have the inside scoop.